Hello, hello, beautiful people of the internet. Hello to Akibio, Roxin, it's me, Corvus Korak, Lucid Tabi, The Chaucer, Slug Zoo, Searoy7, Insane Killer 013, Antiwian, and everybody else who has tuned in. Today will probably, but I don't want to promise, will probably be the day we do Monolith. That's right, that's me, beautiful streamer. You know, if I'm gonna claim bald as beautiful, well, I guess I gotta own it. So the first thing we're gonna do is wrap up this holy war. It is apparently almost over. Don't say it, Slurgy. What, the bald is beautiful? I don't make the rules. So yeah, first things first, we have got to finish what we started with the Gilder. May you request your name be added to the queue? You certainly can. Consider it done. Flabberjack 24. The Lone Wolf run will be starting on a slight delay. I'll be out of town this upcoming weekend, and we'll be doing the Battle Brawl next week during the week, like a weekday. We'll have a little more information will be forthcoming later. I'm not gonna do it now. You as well, consider it done. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be looking for more contracts to fight the South, and that's how we'll get this party started. I think I already checked these, right? Yeah. So we'll head to Donner Festa. You would not mind being on that list? Consider it done. Mr. Munch K. Okay, so hey, you're welcome. We will be looking for ways to spend our money before. Alright. Intercept raiding parties around Westerholz. Again, Westerholz? Oh my goodness. I don't want to do another contract way up there. See if we can find one that's closer. You just did Monolith on your Peasant Militia run. It went quite poorly. Tank immediately went from fleeing for a few horror and died seconds later. Swear it ain't copium. Yeah, you really do need your tank to have some pretty insane resolve to withstand the horrors of the Black Monolith. Are you doing a random run after Lone Wolf? I have not decided. I've not decided yet. You would think that I would have had all these things decided ahead of time. It's just not true. For the next Battle Brawl, have you considered giving priority to people who have never made a team before? Not exactly. However, more information will come later. However, this Battle Brawl, I will be able to accept more applicants, which should give more opportunities for people to participate. Rumors guy recommending spears. Oh my god. I've trained militia before, and let me tell you, spears are the best weapon for when the men don't know what they're doing yet. Cheap and easy to hit with. Put a few men together for a spear wall, and it's hard to even get close to them without a spear in your belly. Also true for a few men who do know what they're doing. Okay, so I guess I'll check Zonfels and Weissenstadt for contracts fighting the South. We'll see if they have something on offer. They don't. Hunt down Lindworms. A 3 skull to fight Lindworms, huh? I'm calling shenanigans. There has a spear lore mod now. I should just sneak in some tavern rumors that are just like, spears are the best weapon ever or something. If I had Lindworm hides still hanging around the inventory, I think I would do this contract. I mean, I guess maybe I still could. Problem is the Spear Boys aren't going to be able to contribute as well as I'd like. Nah. We don't have to fight Lindworms right now, I guess. Oh, do I go back and accept that contract to head all the way to Westerholz? I guess we can travel through the center of the map and look for shinies. What would you say was the strongest and weakest of the runs in the win streak? You mean like strongest final party, or what do you mean by that, Mr. Munchk? Gives +1 all stats to Bald Bros. There we go. That's how it should be. Just a little +1 charisma. But it only happens once you accept your baldness. Just the strongest final roster and the weakest final roster. Strongest final roster would be Anatomists, and weakest final roster would be Oath Takers. So if you just screenshot the rumor, you can make a sticker out of it? True. It's been done. Oath Taker's almost, yeah, Oath Taker was rough. That's for sure. Let's see. I guess I should do this contract. I kind of want to, let's see. I guess I can accept that contract and then just like get there via stopping at places to go shopping. Because I'd like to do a little shopping. So we can stop by Eisenberg, I guess. I don't know if that would have reset, but... Let's see, and I think this will still be, yeah, nothing here for us. That's okay. The fires of religious turmoil burn bright. No! Annoying. Our drunkard lost an item, and lost an item that we care about, that being the heavy throwing axes. Everybody makes mistakes. It's okay. So we were hanging on to 6 of those, so that we could have them for the Black Monolith, and now we'll be down to 5. Oh well. We'll be okay. Since we are heading north, maybe we'll fight some Barbarian Reavers and get a stack or 2 more anyway. We shall see. Hey, SLA for sale. You love to see it. You love to see it. So we can give just a straight up upgrade to Mikkel Ling. Or actually, maybe we'll give it to Deep Space Cowboy. Give Mikkel Ling this heavy milk whip. Have you seen Ashigaru Tactics? Yeah, I think that one was like basically a straight up Battle Brothers ripoff. If it is what I'm thinking of. You're gonna find a famed set of throwing axes. Ooh, I actually might. There are a couple Fletchers on the map. Maybe they'll just have one for sale. Ambush trade routes here, so... Let's see. So we're gonna go to Lugnestead, and then we'll hit up, boy, is that really? Yeah, I guess we'll hit up Lugenstead. So let's get there through the center of the map. Fletchers sell throwing weapons? They do. And they can sell famed throwing weapons. Such a thing is possible. Webnicks. Don't think I need to chase those down. But let's fight random camps in the center. Looking for famed items. Getting our fingers warm too. Caw! Briggies. On a hill. Classic Lego stepping adventure. What's up with that contract? I don't know. It's annoying, it's very far away. But we'll make our way up there, I guess. No library this run because no one can read. Actually, I was gonna do it anyway. Just, you know, because it's a fun fight. Not because it was gonna be like a smart thing to do, because it wouldn't be. But I don't know where the hell it is. We've discovered almost the entire desert. I have no idea. I mean, there's a few areas around the fringe where I didn't explore, so it's obviously somewhere there. Is it true that if you don't say caca every time, the eagle doesn't work? Yeah. If you don't say caca, how does it know what your intent is? Duh. And if it doesn't know your intent, how will it know what to do? If you have the eagle, you have to say squee squee. That's true, this is a falcon. Falcons and eagles, different things. That's right, the falcon goes caw-caw! Throwers doing throwing stuff. Okay. Only the leader has not fled yet. And he's not gonna flee till he's dead. Impressive. Okay. And we did get a greatsword. That is sometimes my weapon of choice that I'll give like the frontline gunner if their melee skill doesn't quite get up to snuff. In this case, it certainly did. So we don't We don't need to bother with the greatsword. I wonder if the game would be better or worse if you straight up removed the nimble perk. Well, apparently nimble used to be quite not great, and the whole game was a bit different. Way back in the day. Lots of people talk about that era. I never played it. The Roadrunner is back. There goes your bush lizards. Is that a Texas thing? Caw-caw! Is that supposed to... Are those real creatures? Alright, lots of fallen heroes here. None of them champions, though, which is too bad. We do have the bounty hunter. Yes to both? Okay. I only know the Roadrunner as a Looney Tunes gag character thing. Is that a famed spear? Sure is. We bought it. We purchased it. With cold, hard cash. Was it necessarily the smartest purchase when we made it? But did I buy it because it was a spear and it was shiny? Mostly that one. It's not bad. There are no problems with this logic? Yeah. Yeah. See shiny, want shiny, buy shiny. Unexpected move by that zombie there, but okay. Okay. We'll have to beat down a bunch of the zombies again. Whoa. I can't click my attack. I think I clicked while the zombies were rezzing. I think I screwed up the UI there. By clicking at a time where I was not supposed to be clicking. That's alright. I've had that happen before. It's kind of rare, but... Somehow I've managed it. Shot a gun, killed a ghost. Not something you see every day. Necromancer running away. Coward. We're investigating this zombie bug at the moment. It's really nice to know that it also occurs in vanilla. Maybe it has to do with the speed up mod. It might, yeah. I do have, I can never remember if it's swifter or quicker or faster, but the one I'm using specifically, Darkso, in case you're curious, is the one in the description below. I can never remember which one it is off the top of my head. You shot the Geist, but did not shoot the Necro. But I did not shoot the Deputy. I don't really love ball and stall and running here. That was a bad turn for that to happen, actually. The graphics have some weird janky JavaScript/squirrel scheduling thing going on. I suppose, probably, right? Because this stuff that appears, this is all JavaScript, right? That renders this chunk of things. Description says swifter, that's also what you use in the bug happen to you. Okay, yep. And then squirrel is obviously the, like, well, I say obviously, but it's the stuff that's controlling, like, the actual calculations and stuff. I don't know why I said obviously, because it's only obvious if you've looked at the code. Come back here, Mr. Necromancer. The exact files, data, UI, screens, tactical modules, tactical screen, turn sequence bar. Somehow, sometimes when zombie reanimates, the vision, which tiles are currently visible, is set to that of the zombie. If that zombie is reanimated far away from the active entity, then it can't target anything. Ah, I see. Okay. It's only obvious if you hop into those nuts and massage the solution from them. Yes. The Necromancer, of course, regained his composure, as they tend to do. Blue skip turn button pressed. Let the record state, it has happened. Necromancers recompose. That's funnier than it has any right to be. That's so stupid. I don't know why I like that so much. If you think about it, Geists are also a blue turn skip. True. Very true. Is he possessing two at once? How does that work? What sort of dark sorcery is this? Something tells me that you're going too fast and all these durations become too low as a result. Yeah. I'm sure you were right. It's all that StarCraft APM. You know? Effects like the Trickster Guard's graphics. Yeah. Yep. He often turns invisible on me. Actually, I should wait for that to go away before I attack him. Just one attack from that fallen hero? Unless he's not actually possessed and it's just a visual thing. I think he's not actually possessed and it's a visual bug. Alright. You vaguely remember hearing the injuries cause morale checks but couldn't find anything online / in the code about it. Does anybody? No, so I said, well, and maybe I also think I didn't get it out of nowhere. I think I heard that somewhere. But I looked through the code because when I was looking at crippling strikes, I was talking about how that was a consideration. And no, injuries do not cause morale checks. I mean, other than the fact that like you hit the enemy and that's going to cause a morale check from doing damage, but there's nothing special about an injury causing a morale check. I helped spread that misinformation, and I was wrong. Whoever said it first probably confused mood with morale. That could be, because there are like mood things about the bro. You know, yeah. Mr. Munch K, thank you for the Prime sub. Counter-Strike believers in shambles. Lugnestead Militia fighting some unholds, and they win! Would you look at that? Alright, let's see what they've got in their weaponsmith. Whole lot of nothing. Okay, so we can sell stuff here. This is a good place to do that. Do I hang on to this regular bundle of throwing axes? I might. Yeah, let's keep it. Okay. So we're still going to make our way to Westerholz, where we're going to fight some southern armies, but I might approach it. I don't know, is it just Hornheim? Is that it? There's not that many like weaponsmiths and armorsmiths on this map, is the thing. There just aren't that many. How am I gonna find shinies to spend my money on if there's no shinies on the map? You know? Well, we're gonna go to Hornheim anyway, I guess. And then we'll head to our contract location. Hopefully there's not like some sort of weird timer where if I don't get there within a certain time frame, it just cancels or something. We'll see if any of these guys... Hey, there's a bundle of heavy throwing axes. Late stage battle bros where you just want to ride the caravans to weaponsmith towns, yeah. That is indeed what's going on. Easy axe get. Easy axe get. No problem. Just making apples and fruits feel better for losing them. You know? So if caravans are bringing legendary weapons, why not sack the caravan? Right? Or maybe they're just bringing the supplies so that the weaponsmiths can make the fancy weapons. Either way, I can bring the supplies, you know? Alright, looks like we got a swag level on Zenithot too. Caravan just rustles the jimmies of the local shopkeepers so they offer their best stuff. That could be. Maybe it's that. Because it does appear instantly, right? All the good shinies. Not even gonna fight those undead. We'll let them live their lives. Oh, okay. So there was a timer. I'm almost to Hornheim. So that's probably going to count as like a partial failure. Such a... Oh my god, there's nothing here. I mean, I knew about the contract. I'm just like... taking the long way there. It's so far away. Oh, what? Here we go. Horny time S. Anything crazy happened in the last 40 minutes? No. Let me guess we found the black book and sold it? Something similar. Huh. It's a weird event. Alright, where are these southern armies? There they are. Get back here. 41 enemies. Whole bunch of indebted. There we go. And then there's some others. Maybe they already did what they... Caw! Okay. 500 hours in Battle Bros. Never saw that event. Yeah, I'm not familiar with whatever that was either. You've seen it several times? Partial failure, try complete failure. Oh, whatever. We're still gonna fight our southern armies here. They've got sticks. Yeah, sticks and pitchforks. Let's see how it works for them. Monolith light. Extremely light. The Chaucer, doing as he does. No, I shouldn't have moved. Blackbeard there. Talking about a long run and how your shoes dig into your feet. Yeah. Let's see. Let's move Zenithot 2 up on that high ground, I guess. Wow, killing his ally. Oh, I guess I should have shot up there. Oh well. It's a lot of dedicated runners. They're just dedicated to the cause. A handful of them there at the top are going to get to shoot this round, which sort of sucks. They're going to get some pretty good shots off. Yeah. And we're getting sword lanced too? This is ridiculous. Actually, maybe I should have backed Rock since it's me up. Betrayed by Big Sword Lance? So it seems. That gunner did a little dance. Bestows his gift upon his believers, but tests us. Okay, they are mostly all in shambles now. A handful of enemies yet remain. Few doing their best to rally. I made myself a cup of a type of tea that I've not had for some time. In Korean, it's called hyunmi-nokcha. It's like a brown rice green tea, and it is excellent. It's got just like a little bit of starchiness in it. That just makes it like throat soothing and very nice. Highly recommend. Nerd living in the Midwest while enjoying Korean tea. What a world we live in, you know? Is it helping your throat? I think so. Little throat lube, never hurt anyone, you know? I used to, when I was teaching English in Korea, I would drink it between lessons so that I would keep my Mataki voice. Brig if true, you do sound better. Yeah. Well, and I've been singing more recently. So actually my voice is maybe a little bit fatigued. But there was just a period where I just like wasn't singing very much. Music for me goes in ebbs and flows, so it's not like alarming or anything. But I've been singing a lot more recently. How's the guitar practicing going? Good. I rediscovered a few arrangements that I had made too, that I was like, oh, I should work on these again, because I never recorded them and they're like really cool. One of them being a Battle Brothers song, and another one, I've got like one from Faster Than Light, and then a really difficult one, which is the, oh, what's it actually called? It's the one that plays in the like rest areas in Final Fantasy X. So, living in the mid-north, making Indian dishes with Japanese fermented rice and topping with South American herbs. Right. We live in a cool world where such a thing is possible. Where I'm like, I'm gonna fry a little kimchi in with my fried rice, and yeah, let's get some Wisconsin cheddar on there too, you know? FFX music, sign me up. Yeah, actually the set of music that I'm gonna be doing with a friend at VGMCon in Minneapolis next month is gonna be all Final Fantasy FFX and FFX2 music. Some of the songs I'm not too familiar with though, so. Talking about Wisconsin while you're not here? You're here now, it seems. Tea greater than coffee? Nah. You do miss living near a dear friend of yours? They would invite you over every couple weeks for authentic Korean food? Nice. Okay, we've got a few armors that got kind of wrecked a little bit. So let's make sure to mark those for repair. It was funny when he introduces young kids to Korean red bean paste. Dude, I hate that stuff. I love Korean food, but I'm sorry, that Korean red bean paste, I know people love it, but I think it sucks. I hate it. 35 enemies? Why are there so many of them? Oh, okay. More indebted. Alright. Only a few, though. This is kind of a weird group of enemies. It's like a mix. Not a spicy food man. Oh, you're talking about gochujang. Never mind. If you're talking about gochujang, like the fermented spicy, no, that stuff's delicious. I thought you were talking about, oh, what's the name in Korean? Shit, I can't remember. There's another like red bean paste that's like sweet, and it sucks. Alright, so we're gonna back up, let the mortar fire where it does. Yeah, you're talking about like gochujang. Yeah, I've got gochujang, or maybe samjang, or whatever. Kind of depends on the context. But gochujang would be like the classic. We keep that on hand at all times. Cra! Okay, just a few indebted up there. Huh, interesting. One of your classmates in a recent Chinese Mandarin course also taught English in Korea. Yeah, it was a good experience. I've got a lot of love in my heart for Korea from the experience. I still go back there all the time. Not all the time, but like, well, I don't know. We travel there if we can make an excuse for it. It's obviously pretty expensive and gotta get time off work and blah, 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 but I've still got lots of friends there. Both from when I did this, I did a study abroad there too. So. When is it a good idea to use medium armor with Nimble Bros? It depends. Is it famed Nimble armor or just regular Nimble armor? If it's just regular, the answer is probably don't, sadly. Nerd having friends? Thought nerds weren't supposed to have friends. Am I doing this wrong? Am I breaking the rules? I'm not sure what I want to do with my spear bros right now. Is there some kind of fat to armor ratio with medium famed armor? I mean, I guess the answer is yes, but I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm still undecided on what's worth it for Nimble Forged and what isn't, because there isn't like a clean and clear answer. There just isn't. No edge tile abuse, no third-party fights. Could someone please explain those two rules? Third-party fights are just fights that happen with like other enemies, like multiple ones at once. So an edge tile abuse is just where you run to the edge to fight and then retreat if it gets dicey. It's in the who cares territory. I mean, kind of. It's one of those things like if you're worrying about it, you've probably already won the run. So medium armor is just early game and backline with bad fat? I would say medium armor is just early game is accurate. Sadly, in the current state of the game. I feel like that's just the way it is. Yeah, new bros can use medium well too pre-7 if you're leveling new meat. Yeah, that's a good point. Insane Killer 013 has a really good point. You absolutely can do that as well. No, Sexy Hog, it's not that. So third-party fights means like when there's literally two different factions that are opposed to each other that you let fight it out first and then you finish off, you know, the bits that remain. That's what I mean when I say third-party fights. Volume is perfect. In-game sounds a little too loud. I haven't changed anything from where I've had it previously, so last I checked in VODs and stuff, I thought I was pretty happy with where it was. Am I hyped for Menace? Yes. Yes, I am. Same volume as the first 13 runs. Actually, that's not quite true. In the very first couple runs of the series, I was actually using a different microphone. And so when I did get the new microphone, which is not a new microphone, by the way, it's like one that I've had. But when I set it up, there was a bit of a burn-in period where I didn't quite have the volume levels right at first. We need to get some bros on these gunners back here. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it needs to happen. We need, Mikkel Ling could be in danger long term here. Yeah, especially if enemies still keep finding their way through his spear wall. Tank still has Lone Wolf. We've managed to remain just outside of the radius. Part of you wants Menace to be more like Battle Brothers? Yeah, same here. I'm sure that they'll do a good job though. Like, I've got a lot of faith in Overhype after this game. But I don't know. It's like slightly risky to put Deep Space Cowboy here, but I think it's okay. Alright. Setting up some death blows there. Get a dog down to engage this gunner. I suppose I'm always just gonna have that bro not have enough fatigue to do anything, so I'll just swing the sword. Time for another round of XCOM discussion. There's no dude to ignore. I mean, I don't know. I find it interesting to observe for what it's worth. Like, I just can't, you know, when you guys are talking about specific mechanics, I have absolutely no input that I can provide that is of value. There is going to be another Battle Brothers patch though. I've got that on good authority. Of that, I'm confident. Alright, so I'm gonna move the Chaucer here. I'm still gonna end up getting hit by this. Oh, we missed that Indebted disaster. I was hoping for the double swing, and we're not gonna get it. Boo. How big of a patch? I don't know. I just know that I know who has been working on it. That's all I know. I think they're not really in a position to like really describe what they're working on, I don't think. Nerf fearsome, nerf guns, nerf nets. Those things could happen. Who knows? I don't know what kind of changes it'll have. I feel like Battle Brothers is in a weird spot to have a patch for, though, since I don't know, the game is so established and there are so many mods that it would break. I don't know. I feel like it would be weird for it to have a patch, but you'd love to see the old gods Gilder and Dovkul fleshed out. Yeah, I agree. I think that stuff that gives a little more, I don't know, context for those entities would be cool. Make mod that breaks all mods, release medicine, and switch to Magus Prophet easy. Big brain. Bobby Kotick over here. You want Gobbo pets? Okay, I kind of love that idea. It'd be funny if it was just them adding legends to the base game. Sure, it won't be that. You just kill my dog? What a jerk. What a jerk. You would think Reforged would have a better chance than Legends? Yeah. So, Kill the Dogs Clergy John Wick arc begins. Oh. The dog can see that, but I can't? Interesting. You don't like the perk lottery of Reforged? Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not sure. I honestly don't know how I feel about the units having different perks in Reforged. Yeah, I think the balance concerns are the main. If there's a substantial difference in the power level of different backgrounds, that can be awkward. That's not the weapon I meant to switch to. There are official novels too in the Battle Brothers universe, written by Casey Hollingshead, I believe is his name. He's the writer for the game itself. I've not read them. I do intend to. I just had a few other books that I needed to get through first. Wolf Mother was the first one. Have you read them, the Chaucer? Books are awesome, I won't regret it. Yeah, I'm sure I won't. I am sure that I won't. Okay, is that all of the southern raiding parties, or were there more? That might be all. Ooh, Bahrain, fun. It's a place I have never been. Okay, I'm guessing... I don't know. Is the contract over? Did I fail it? You wouldn't describe it as fun, it's a work trip? Oh, well. Fair enough. Alright, I'm just gonna leave this place. That's enough time there. We'll head down to Bergterm. Refresh our dog supply. What's the objective of the quest? Intercept all southern raiding parties. I think one of them... I think I was like getting them as they were leaving. And one of them is already getting away, actually. So... I don't know. Whatever. Okay, what do I need for replacement doggos? One, which I, oh, no. Just the one. We'll get a couple more, just to have as backups in case any perish in the meantime. I'll get 3. I'll get 4. It's good to have. And obviously we don't need the money. So... it's good to have until they start fighting each other. Yeah, there is that event. And that could happen to us. And if it does... oh well. Alright, let's try to get to Stoll before nighttime. Got there. Alright, they've got ambush trade routes here, but we are going here just to take the teleporter. And we're gonna go to Weissenstadt, where we've got a major city so we can sell stuff. And I suppose we will take a look at what they've got for sale. It's possible, maybe, that they'll have something we even want. No, there's like nothing, they don't sell anything here. Well, just kidding, I guess. Oh, why didn't I sell these fire lances? And these powder bags. And then, do I have the equipment setups that I want? Let's put like this here, and guess we can do, yeah, like this. Seems good. Yeah, they survive by fishing. Just some fisher bros. Wasserkug doesn't have anything either. I don't know, should I just click the X on this to cancel the current contract? I'm like kind of unclear what to do. Ambush trade routes there. I mean, then it will definitely be a failed contract. Let's see what they're selling here. Oh, hey! All right, some famed items. We've got a famed hammer, which is pretty good. It's got a damage roll and an effectiveness against armor roll. And a axe, which is also good. Okay, I'm probably just gonna buy both of those. Let's see what's at the armor smith here first. Yeah, I think we just buy both of these. Great. So the axe we are going to give to Blackbeard, I think. He's an axe master. And so, yoink. Go ahead and put that there. It's got a pole axe kind of look to it, but make no mistake, this is, you know, whatever. And so if we were to compare, so side by side, comparing it to the heavy rusty axe, it does have less armor pen, right? Because it's based off the great axe. But I think the higher damage, you know, more than makes up for it. Also has a shield damage roll, which is kind of whatever, but. And then we've got this battle hammer, which we could kind of give to anyone. We could give it to Kuldoge, honestly, and I think that would be fine. We could even give it to Ballin Stalin, so that he has a better reach weapon option. We can also give it to Goalumi, which would be another choice that would be totally valid as well. I think we'll give it to Ballin Stalin. That feels like it could be relevant. What perks does Ballin have? He's like just a cleaver boy, but he's got quick hands. So there are certainly situations where if he starts to get damaged and we can't have him engage in melee, for example, we'll have him hang back and use the reach weapon. Pretty sure he has a DPS perk, so should have the super killy polearm. Yeah, that's basically my rationale for it. Why is split shield considered to be so bad? You see folks refuse to use it and proceed to hit enemies in a shield for 3 turns in a row. Because it is kind of bad. I mean, think of it this way. Let's say you're attacking an ancient legionary, and he's sitting there shield walling, and you're having trouble hitting him. If you just keep doing regular attacks, the worst thing that happens is he raises his shield and attacks once. If you use split shield, and then don't kill him that next turn, he will attack twice with extra damage because you gave him double grip. You might kill him faster after that, but it's pretty unlikely for that to be worth it. So generally speaking, I mean, there are some maybe very narrow situations where split shield would be a good idea, but they're so rare you may as well consider them to not exist. Alright, something else I am going to buy here, for Mikkel Ling, we're going to get him a military cleaver. Yoink. That's going to be his backup weapon. May as well get him a whip too. Those were great weapons to find in the shop. Yes, they were very good. Okay, let's check out Kargfesta as well. I don't know, should I just hit the X on this? Cancel this contract? I think I'm going to, because then I can accept a new contract. Ooh, shiny. Another shiny. Ooh, this one's good too. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna buy this. Yoink. So, this helmet is light enough we could give it to one of our Nimble brothers, and I think it would be totally fine. Like, we could give this to Insane Killer 014, give him a better nimble percentage. Or, let's see. Someone with really high hit points. Like, we could give this to Mikael Ling even. Especially if we gave him... Actually, no. Let's give it to Deep Space Cowboy. 47% nimble? Yeah, maybe that's not worth. Give it to the Chaucer. Protect his being a little better against the Necro Savants. Okay. Cool. The Chaucer's basically got like a Nimble Forged setup. He just doesn't have the forged part of the equation, which is fine. I do wish that helmet were slightly lighter, but that's okay. All right, we're gonna cancel this contract. I don't know, and then we'll see what this one is. All right, intercept southern raiding parties around Sullenfels. Okay, we'll do that one. That one we will do. And then I suppose we'll sell this heavy rusty axe. We can sell a few other things. We can sell that now. Okay. If only you had 2 jugs of +1 perk, yeah. Oh, hello. 3rd Regiment of Dahab. I guess we'll just keep fighting Southern armies as we see them. That will end the... Oh, whoa. Game. What? Oh, can I not click on him because I'm... Huh. I guess because I'm under contract and... Huh. And that one's... Yeah, that was the previous contract army, I'm guessing, right? Funny. Alright. Caw! Alright, none on the top side. They're all in one big formation here. Cancel contract. Oh, there they are. Cringe game moment. Eh, whatever. It's fine. It does make the Holy War go on just a little bit longer, which is fine. Okay, so I think because we've got another army to fight after this one, I am going to back it up. And we'll back up... How many hexes? Just up and to the left, 2, I think. And we'll move apples and fruits forward. Do all the end game crises have that many enemies in one fight? They do tend to be a lot larger, yeah. There are some fights that are bigger than this. Fights that are bigger than this that we've done, even in this particular crisis. Whoa, here they come. Indebted in front, they'll die first. Unless I can't hit them. And I still have my handguns loaded on the throwers as well. You never played past day 60? Yeah, there's a handful of perks that make this kind of fight a lot more reasonable. Fearsome and nimble being first among them. Apples and fruits. Wavering. Ridiculous. Fearsome mentioned? Fearsome mentioned. Oh, do I put Chaucer forward here? I don't think I want to put him there, but it seems so juicy. About the shield, split shield ability, what do you think about using it in noble army fights for tower shields? Also bad, exact same reasoning. You're afraid to jump in the pool of Fearsome because of the reliance on initiative makes you nervous? You're thinking of a different perk then. Fearsome has no dependency on initiative. You must be thinking of either Relentless or Overwhelm. Yeah, Overwhelm is kind of a niche pick. I think it's okay to avoid that one as a newer player for now. Evening 8, all I see this run is doing lots of victory laps. Yes. Well, I wanted to conclude the Holy War, winning the crisis from the perspective of siding with the North, because it's just not something we've done yet. And it's going on for a little while, it seems. Yeah, Fearsome is a very strong perk. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, let's get up there and help our boy Apples and Fruits. Maybe a... Yeah, let's just get up there. So does a good gunner have high resolve? No, you don't really have to focus on improving resolve for Fearsome to have good value. Honestly, for a gunner, the big benefit is mostly the first part listed in the perk, where doing less than 15 HP damage still causes it to proc. Like, that was relevant there, right? The combat log is going to keep going, so it'll be hard to go back and find it. But I'm pretty confident that our Catal did not do 15 HP damage there. Let's see if we can find it, actually. Yeah, stabs officer. Right, so right here, our Catal brother attacked this officer 3 times. And we did 8 damage, 10 damage, 6 damage. If we didn't have Fearsome, none of those attacks would have caused a morale check. But because we have Fearsome, all 3 of them did, and brought him down to fleeing. So not only is he fleeing, but I didn't see what happened as a result of that. Other enemies then take a resolve check because of this one, and I don't know what their state was before that attack, so you know, I couldn't say if they were breaking or wavering before that, but they might have been. And you can cause the whole enemy morale to just fall apart, and that's how you win these late game fights. Yeah, exactly. You've got it, Jigbees. You got it. Alright, so they are fleeing now. You love to see it. Well, hey, little Suze, do you want to come sit up here? Alright, hop on up, girl. A surprised Susie appears. She's very cute. She's a good girl. Should we put a blanket on the lap so you can sit on it? Alright. Yeah, every bro can make use of Fearsome. Yeah, for sure. Now, I have, as a newer player, I would say definitely make use of Fearsome. It's very powerful. It's not necessarily correct for every brother. And there's also like some enemies where it does literally nothing, like the undead, for example. So keep that in mind. It's okay to have a perk that's a dead perk against certain enemies, but you'll wanna know that. Okay, what are we sniffing around for? Okay, we didn't want up here. Okay. She just wants to be nearby. Now she's sitting behind me. All right. Another Southern army defeated. And we fill our coffers with treasure. We gained another swag level on Roxanne. It's me. Swag levels for days. Level 14 on day 119 is insane. Well, you can watch the entire run there. You can see it from the beginning. We actually could be even higher level. Okay. So we're oscillating. Blackbeard. Okay, we're gonna have to change out his armor now. That's kind of annoying. Let's see. So do I have to put this back on? So if I put this armor back on him... I'd have to put something different on the Chaucer. I don't like this setup though. That's not very good. Could give this setup to someone who's a lot more durable. Thanks for the tips, you're welcome. Happy to help. .44% nimble with only a 95 body armor seems a little sus. Mikkel Ling rocking the Necro Savant Begone setup? Yeah, basically. No one tells it, but once you lose weight, it's really hard to keep working out. True. I mean, I guess we can give him the Gladiator harness when we're not fighting living enemies, and I guess that's fine. I don't think I have any other suitably light armors. I could swap his helmet. Actually, what if I did this? So let's... What if I put this helmet on him? No, I don't think I want to do that either. Yeah, for me, the best thing I've found for fitness is just not, I mean, this is obviously not going to work for everyone, but not taking it too seriously and just doing things that I otherwise enjoy. Like, I like running. I'm not a big fitness or athletics person, but in the summers, I like to just put on my tunes, hit the trails, and just run. Make the world disappear. That's kind of my jam. It's a lot easier to stay motivated when I don't take it too seriously, and I also kind of ritualize it. But Obviously that's a your mileage may vary kind of thing. You have to play sports. Yeah, a lot of people it's sports, right? If they play something with other people that motivates them, for me it's like the opposite. All right, where are all these southern raiding parties? These contracts suck. Okay, here we go. There they are. All I do is sit around. I want to fight. Fight, fight, fight. What are they doing? Giving me time to repair, to regroup? I don't need that. I just want to fight. Get over here, first slavers. And yeah, gradual changes are good too. If you say you're going to both diet and exercise and sleep better and do all these things all at once, you're probably not going to. That's really hard to do. Okay, so we're gonna do a little scoot and shoot. The Chaucer was just, you know, doing a little warm-up. We're gonna run apples and fruits forward, maybe to occupy that hex that used to be taken. Right there. Caca! Caca, I say. I've actually never had Chick-fil-A. They were never available near where I have lived. There are Chick-fil-A's around me now, though. I don't know. I don't need it. Papa Bear practicing for Monolith? Yes, he is. I suppose I should have not moved Deep Space Cowboy as far forward though, because I did remove Lone Wolf. So, the fearsome procs there were obviously relevant, and the cascading morale checks, as previously mentioned, were kind of on full display there too. If you look at how many of these fools are now all running away. Do Undead have separate group morale than the fancier boys? Yeah, I think so. think they're separate, kind of like, you know, dogs and your bros, for example. Pretty sure. Okay. Most of them are all running away now. Don't let the XP escape. Yeah, unfortunately, a little bit of that experience is going to escape successfully. We'll see if the dogs can chase them down. They'll do something else. Sending the dogs after him. Yeah, we'll see what the dogs can get. A lot of them have already kind of made it to the edge of the map, though. Really, it's just like this one here. It's the only one reasonably I can expect to get. Yeah, I think the last three indebted are probably all gonna get away. Yeah, we should pivot the discussion. Thank you, Akibio. The thing is, to give a little bit of context for that, I feel like when you get a bunch of people who don't know anything about each other together, there's going to be potential, almost an inevitability, of differing opinions. And they might be well-meaning and be very easy to piss someone off. And I think also, this being Twitch and being on a game, and me having a platform, right, having a voice, a literal face on the screen, my voice will carry extra weight. And I'm not an expert on my own beliefs. I just believe them because I'm pretty sure I'm right, or like, you know, convinced enough on like the beliefs that I hold. But I don't necessarily know them well enough to debate with someone, nor do I want to, right? So that's why I kind of have that channel rule in place. It's probably not terribly hard to figure out, broadly speaking, what my politics are, because I do let it leak every once in a while. But you are all welcome here for what it's worth. for this shared experience of Battle Brothers. Purple is a great color. So let's destroy this purple army. We've got a nice hill. I kind of don't want to give it up, but I might. Well, I don't know. I guess I could run Deep Space Cowboy forward. It's kind of tempting. He's pretty damn defensive. Excuse me, you haven't listed Taco John's. Random dude lurking in chat. Taco John's? Oh, love Taco John's. 6-pack and a pound. Can't beat it. Caca! Culver's is good too. Ooh, hate missing those 95s. That really sucks because I was hoping to set up for a secondary attack. No, I've just put the Chaucer in like a vulnerable spot for kind of no reason. Ugh. Is this chat to Midwesterners to argue about who has the best fried chicken game? Apparently. Dairy Queen chicken tendies hit different? Oh man. Fact. New axe, doing some good work there. There we go. That's the attack I wanted to do with the Chaucer last time. Much better. Okay, the only enemy I'm really worried about is this officer hitting Ball and Stalin. Other than that, this battle is basically over. Ooh, okay. So it was basically over. Good. All right. Fearsome to the rescue. If you have to mix your fries with something to raise the tier that isn't fries. Yeah, it's like people talk about mixing, you know, fries in their Frosty at Wendy's, and like, I don't know. Can't support it. The fries should be good on their own. Like putting fries into burgers, see? I don't know. I don't think fries into burgers adds anything, but you know what does? Chips. Or, you know, crisps to the UK folk. Add some potato chips. Because they have that, like, crunch. But you don't have to get the crunch on the roof of your mouth, because there's still a bun there. That's truly enlightened eating. But that little crunch, very excellent. Soldier, what's your thoughts on Quick Trip's food? It's good, right? Yes is yes. No, I think it sucks. Dude, their chicken strips are terrible. I tried them once and it was an awful experience. It's awful. It's always fun to see enemies drop to resolve to fleeing when you jump on a hex next to theirs. Yeah. A chip sandwich is pretty nice. Yeah, I'm not saying like make a whole chip sandwich for what it's worth, but like chips on a sandwich. So a little bit different. All right, return to Card Festa. This is heresy. Yeah, I don't know. I think Quick Trip's food is just not good. Ooh, I was gonna be like, we might not be in good enough shape to fight this Southern army. They have a champion. And that changes things. That changes things quite a bit. The team's a little scuffed. Ball and Stalin's gonna have to back way up. Mom, get the Iron Will potion. Yeah, it's not even really injuries. We're not really injured. We just have a bunch of armors that are... could be in better shape. Ball and Stalin is almost dead? Yeah. We'll just have to back up. We've got Tariq al-Jawlan. Well, well, well. Can you run around a bit and get another day of repairs? Oh god. Well, we're gonna have to because we need them to separate out from each other. Alright, good. I think we also want it to be daytime for this fight. But yeah, we can wait for like a little bit of a couple ticks of health. He has 9 lives and that's all he needs? Yes. He's not gonna die to anything like suddenly. We're not gonna be able to engage in melee with him. And if he takes like an errant handgun blast, he'll be okay. Okay. And I think sadly we're gonna have to also replace Apples and Fruit's armor for this fight. I don't want to fight him in the mountains though, so I am actually going to fight him here now before they go onto that new terrain. So do you remember he's already missing an ear? Yes. Alright, so it looks like it's a famed shield. A little less exciting. There is no exclamation mark mods command, but you can see them in the description below. Hey, you're welcome. Alright, let's get a caca! And I think I'm going to do this same thing of backing up. It's been going pretty well. And we'll let Apples and Fruits stand further forward. Get their gunners on them. And I think, based on the way they're moving, I'm actually going to back down into the left 3 hexes. He's got the mail with lamellar plating. 135 minus 15 armor is an easy kill. Yeah, that armor looks strong, and it is absolutely not. It looks like heavy armor, and it is so weak. Alright, apples and fruits will occupy some of them. Most of them. Does the South even have axes? Maybe on the officer? I don't know. Maybe not. Gladiators have Bardishas? Yeah, but gladiators don't appear with, like, the southern armies. We're unfortunately gonna have to do a little bit of, like, actual damage to these assassins. Which is sad. Because we want their armors. I still want to greed for this armor though. Like a little bit. There's a piece of me that wants to try to be a little greedy. We'll see how greedy I can be. The answer might be not very. But I do have nets. How worth are named Gobbo Spears? They're a good complement to other options. Their durability is kind of low, so that's something you have to keep in mind. Can be low, I guess. Often is low. And yes, I'm greeting for that armor. If you're wondering what's going on with throwing a net on top of this assassin. That was my dog. Jerk. Show axe, please. We just purchased it not too long ago. It's very fancy, very shiny. It's got a big old damage roll. And then shield damage. But we don't talk about shield damage. Is that a man splitter brother? Yeah, sure. Guess Mikelling's gonna stand there for a moment. Yeah, 65 shield damage to send a message. Yeah, don't even bother. Good. Love seeing that morale check there. Dryad once saw this axe and shat his pants. Nice. Hey! All right. Greed pays off. As always. Greed is good after all. Greed is good. The real question is, will we ever hit this champion? There we go. The Chaucer. He'll take care of business. And Ballenstollen will finish the job. Flex? Hell yeah. Alright, so let's see what we got. First, we got this Assassin's Robe. Look, I'm most excited about this, but let's take a look at the shield as well. Okay, it's like a range defense shield. There was once upon a time where this would have been great. Now, we don't really care that much. Alright, so we're going to vendor stuff here, but first let's get the bros outfitted in their, like, real gear. So we've got this Assassin's Robe. We can toss bone plating on it. You still get the shield if you break it? Yes. We would still get the shield if we break it. So we're putting bone plating on another Assassin's Robe. I don't think this is going to be the right helmet for this brother anymore with that armor, but I do think that armor is worth using. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is. What's his nimble percentage? 49. Let's do this on Deep Space Cowboy, maybe. This will be acceptable. And then Ballenstollen, we'll put this back on him. Mark this for repair. Yeah, the Sele needs to go somewhere as well. That can go on to Ballenstollen, I think. And we lost a dog. So we'll go ahead and re-equip those as well. I guess just one? Yeah, just one. Got a nice light pocket shield we could give someone with this one we just got. So we'll hang on to it, and we will vendor stuff here. Might want to keep the long axe, so I'm going to hang on to it for now. We got another Catal. I don't think there's any need for a second, though. Oh, we've got this heavy mail coif that we can equip onto Zenithal too. Assassin's head wrap, I wonder. Hang on to it. I might actually want to equip that, crazy as that may sound. Alright, so we're gonna buy some more ammo, buy some tools. We'll get some bread. And surely this holy war will end soon, right? Mikkel Ling is leveled up. Another swag level. We'll swing by Eisenberg, see if there's a place to, something to spend our money on there. 28 Ifrits. Go ahead and take the long way around. Oh, something we do need to do. All right. And that's it. The Holy War is concluded. And we are victorious. So I want to get to... Oh! No! You can't see it on the screen, can you? I just got something I've never seen before. I'm gonna put a picture in the Discord. My game just crashed. It's not showing that window, but on render, script/states/world_state.net line 890. So I don't think I've ever experienced that. When does it last save? Because I know the game saves somewhat regularly. Let's see, 2 minutes ago, after a battle. Oh, it must be after we sold stuff? Yeah, it must have been just like a moment. Yeah, no, we're good. Also after visiting a town. Yeah. Huh! Oh yeah, because we ran okay, alright. You thought the war was over? Okay. It was like right now when it crashed. Weird. Or like, yeah. Alright, so we'll check out Eisenberg real quick. Nope. The Gladiators need their commander. We will not hit end campaign. So we'll go to Eisenberg. Ooh. So I got her over the fruit cart like this, and we're just having a grand old time when her father walks in. He stands all slack-jawed and can hardly get a word out. The Chaucer nods. So I say to him, watch this. And I stand back and flex both arms, and slowly, ever so slowly, she lifts up off the ground. Apples and Fruits slaps the other gladiator in his glistening chest. You lie! That's a bunch of lies! The gladiator holds his hand up. By the light of the Gilder, and whatever other gods may deem to gawk at my body, it is the truth. My pole has power. Well, alrighty. The pole has power. Did we lose? My child woke up right as the game crashed? No, we're good. We're good. We lost no progress, basically. So, relations have returned, normal relations with the South. What I'm going to do is... So, we're going to be getting ready for Monolith here shortly. The team is fully ready. We do need to stop by the ancient temple, because we never did pick up our holy water. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to sweep through each of these southern cities. We're going to get a smattering of consumables. You know. Your wife doesn't care when I tell her my pole has power? Maybe it's a show don't tell situation. And then we're going to stop by the ancient statue and then make our way all the way up to the Black Monolith. So we'll make our way to Weissenstadt, so we can take the boat to Al-Anwar. And I think that'll be the course of action. We got a... Oh yeah, I already did this level up. But the game crashed. Okay. I think I did it the exact same. We'll see. Okay, are there any of these that we could do? Probably not. Unlikely that any of these would be completed. We'll click this one on the off chance that we find 5 beast fights that we even want to do. Almost for sure, not gonna happen. So, obnoxious though it may be, I do want to keep the team euphoric while we prep for Monolith. So I am gonna take these fights. We're gonna take the easy fights we find along the way, where we're not gonna get like injured or things like that. I don't know, saying a fight where we don't get injured and then fighting berserkers. We probably won't get injured. Ambitious. Only a little. Caca! My prediction is we take 0 damage. But let's see what happens. Nope, still 0. Orc berserkers don't make me look bad. Mad 'cause bad. Yeah. Come on, team, remember, no damage. Did you hear Black Monolith? Is that happening tonight? Yes. It's looking like it will. It'll be relatively soon. Whew, no damage. Cool. Alright, and that other one maybe could be no damage, but let's bust another camp. That's amazing, you never saw a legendary location. You think you loaded into one, saw 40 plus ancient auxiliaries and never went back? Well, they wouldn't be ancient auxiliaries, they'd be ancient legionaries and honor guard. And it is that specific fight that we'll be doing. You may have found the reason for the crash and put it in the Discord? Really? Oh, I mean, I wouldn't trust an AI answer in that or anything. That's why I said may have found. I mean, fair enough. I guess I didn't have to dismiss it quite so quickly, but I don't know. Caca! It's in the general area, at least. Probably. You asked AI recently and it contradicted itself instantly? Yeah. There are things like that AI, which to be fair, I kind of feel like just saying the word AI is kind of misleading often, because it's like, are we talking about large language models? Are we talking about just machine learning for image recognition or image generation? Because I feel like they're all machine learning, but in practice, they're very different things. Anyway, my experience is the image generation is, generally speaking, really good in large language models. For text generation, unless it's giving you something that doesn't need a correct answer, is basically useless. So if you're asking it for help on your resume, it actually probably can do a good job. If you're asking it, you know, something that has a factual truth in the world, it's probably going to be complete garbage. I think most people are speaking about large language models. Yeah, I think that is generally what people mean when they say AI. The other day you asked an AI tool to populate a form with information from a stormwater report for work, and it filled in every blank in the form with TBD. Good to know your job ain't going to be at any risk anytime soon. I mean, is it wrong though? Maybe the data is all TBD. Or maybe it should just put NA and give you like an existential crisis, you know? It's like, nah, you don't need to know this. Alright, so we're going to take the boat to Al Anwar, and then we're going to go to this ancient temple. We'll check out what's for sale here. We're going to buy the cat potion even though it's not exactly the potion we're looking for most of all of them, it's still useful. It's still good. Yes, ChatGPT to write you a Vernum cipher in Python, and it jammed 5 different methods of doing so into one script. Yeah, that sounds right. I'm not familiar with what the Vernum cipher is. Maybe I should ask ChatGPT what it is. It miraculously worked. Okay, so... But holy shit, it was ugly to look at? Yeah. Yeah, the fact that the language for Battle Brothers is squirrel is very funny. Alright, so we're gonna make our way to the ancient temple, pick up our holy water that we didn't get previously. From what you understand, the AI tools are good at refining code, but they are more of a tool a pro coder would use better than the product that they made. I almost feel like I haven't used them actually at all, like in any real way. But my impression is almost the opposite. Like it can get you started, and then then you have to like actually change the boilerplate stuff that it provides you into something useful. But I'm not sure. All right, so we've got our holy waters on lock. You actually agree with both of us? Oh, all right. Maybe it is also good at refining, I suppose. Or you could ask it like, do you see any... You could spit your code into ChatGPT and say like, where do you think there could be bugs here? And it'll be like, well, you know, you're doing this thing asynchronously, so have you thought about timing issues? And it's like, have I? I guess not. Things like that. So, I mean, that's probably, from the perspective of refining code, maybe it can do that too. I should write more code. I always enjoyed it. And I used to do it professionally, and I just kind of stopped. Life took me other directions. You should write BB mods. Probably true. Kaka! I did like a little hello world just to like get an environment up and running. And I was like, cool. I did that. And then I stopped. So don't you work on medical equipment? That's like the biggest trusted codeman thing? Yeah, I mean I used to. If you search, if you're a good internet sleuth, you can probably find my contributions to some open source tools for medical imaging. But it's like an older version that's not in use anymore because they retooled the whole thing. So, I don't know how easy it would be these days. You might have to use the Wayback Machine or something. But that would be the only public, findable thing, I think. You need medical imaging right now, but your health insurance is so shitty. Yeah, that sucks. Health insurance is so shitty. It all sucks. It's genuinely kind of hard to work in the medical industry generally and not feel really like jaded. Like, it's not good to feel cynical. Just in general. It's not good to feel cynical for all kinds of reasons. But like, I don't know. It's hard not to. All right, so we're gonna make our way back to Al Anwar. Your wife's company removed your newborn from their insurance plan without telling us, and you blew a gasket, as you should. And interacting with insurance companies is a huge pain in the ass. And knowing whether something is your responsibility or the provider's responsibility when there is an insurance claim or problem is incredibly obscure. And if you screw it up, then you might be on the hook for something that, I don't know, whatever. It's a mess. All right, so the alchemist is still the same. Let's see what these contracts are super quick. Escort caravan to Quadim. Maybe a little bit tempting. It would go kind of a roundabout way. I think I'll probably just take the teleporter. What's fastest? Might be Wasserkug. So we'll just go there. Well, hold on. There's a lost and precious weapon some way to the southeast. We'll see if we can find that quick too. We'll get one more shiny, you know? Some way to the southeast. We can go some way to the southeast. I guess it could be this. Straight southeast. Golden Sun Hideout. Let's check it out. Showed you, but is it a shiny shield that we've been told about in many taverns? No. This one's apparently a weapon. Or so the tavern rumor says. Who knows? We might even want to use it. Or maybe it'll be a war brand. Caca! Our bros are so decked out right now, you love the southern fashion we're rocking? Right. Yeah, I wanted to put on some southern attire. Show our roots, you know? Seemed like the right thing to do. Oh, whoops. Well, meant to double click. Go all the way up there and did not. Oh well. Third name Spedum. In before. Might be. We'll see. So So you got to know, I looked up, you did way back, could not find anything mentioning you in Minnesota or medical care improvements held. That's on you. Doesn't have anything to do with Minnesota. They're all lies, maybe it's all lies. If anything, of all things, actually, Germany is tangentially related. Reap! Get reaped! Haka sped him that thing? Oh my god, I just now saw that. Incredible. Incredible. We're gonna pin it. Didn't happen to be a DICOM tool? Ooh. Squirrel Sanctuary. Getting closer. Doesn't quite get you the answer. You found a medical article that referenced my work? Did you? Oh, maybe. Actually, that's not what I was thinking about, but I think I know what you're talking about. Doxing? I mean, my name is Scott Pennick. I've said that before. It's all over my, like, music stuff. So that ship has sailed. Like, credit cards, I'll get a circle. Maybe I shouldn't joke about that. Maybe I shouldn't encourage. Anyway. Tempted to send me a LinkedIn request. No, don't do that, I'll reject it. Aha, so this was, okay, this is great. This is wonderful. A one-handed hammer? This is great because our boy Deep Space Cowboy just got an excellent, excellent weapon. 246% effectiveness against armor, 38 to 51 damage. Let's go ahead and scooch that right over there. That's a big jump in damage. From 30 to 40 to 38 to 51. Now we can dual grip that hammer with a shield. I mean, Loaxaurus basically. Yeah, I mean basically. Okay, so that was presumably what that tavern rumor was for. It was not a Spedum. It was not a oh, what was it? What's that? A war brand. But it was a hammer. All right, Lionheart Potion is good. Cat Potion is fine. I was hoping that we'd find at least one or two Second Wind Potions. But that's okay. I am gonna hang on to this whip. I actually probably will have use for it on Mikkel Ling. At least. Might also put one on Ballin Stalin. So... Dual grip. Yeah, dual, like EL, and dual, like AL, is so funny that they're so similar. I don't know. So I need to find the article with Slurgy. Let's work Caravan to Cardfest. Yeah, we're not gonna have enough money to buy anything major. So we'll just continue our way to Dahab. You sent a link, did it get blocked? It did, but I made you a VIP. So you can now. Links, I have it set so that links automatically get blocked because it prevents all the bot spam from coming in and saying best viewers, best viewers. I already have the best viewers here, so we're good. I don't need bots to spam. That is me. This is not the white paper I was thinking of. But yeah, this is... Good find. That's not the article I was thinking of. It is also not the open source tool contribution that I was thinking of. But that does reference me. I know what this is. Okay, interesting. Kind of forgot about that, actually. Slash didn't know it was on the internet. Kind of a mix of both. Kaka! Don't worry, Slurgy, we know you're a BFD over here. Is that big friggin' deal? Is that what that means? Guess I didn't need to spear wall, huh? You left it while you were cleaning? Just doing a little bathwater sales. You know, used underwear, etc. You know, as a musician, but found my Final Fantasy Tactics hero theme that hit the spot. Good job. Thank you. Yeah, the hero theme from Final Fantasy Tactics is so good. Used toilet paper? Yeah. Let's see what's at the arena. This is very irresponsible to even look. A Hedge Knight and 8 Raiders. I think we'll pass. I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb. Any socks on sale? Hey, Tootie dude, that's the spirit. I wore some nice socks today. Swiss made. They're like green colored. Because I did a bunch of shoveling because it snowed. And yes, I'm flexible. Hidden secret Slurgy talent. If you're like, how did Slurgy lift his leg that high? Well, I've got skills. gonna buy this battle whip, actually. And we're gonna buy second wind potion, Lionheart potion, and I guess that's it. Maybe a couple fire pots. Doesn't even need to move the camera for the feet pick, for the toe picks. Right. Exactly. Okay, so if I thought there was any risk of us dying in Monolith, or for the fight to go poorly, I would hang around the south a little longer. We'd traverse back and forth. We'd pick up more potions. I'm very confident we don't need to bother. I think the team is strong enough in their current state. So we are going to make sure we've got, I say 5 days. Okay, that should be fine. 4 days, all right. Slurgy with hair hit different? Indeed. Slurgy with hair, it exists. It's out there. Okay. So let's gear up for our Monolith fight. We're gonna walk over to the ancient statue, and it is from there that we will begin our journey. You've sent that meme to the Discord, Slurgy with hair. Yeah, I had hair back in the day. Could bust a nomad camp just for a tiny bit more like money, but I think we're okay. Okay. Realistically, I guess no one's gonna get sick from our consumption probably either. Yeah, but we'll do it anyway. All right, so let's get the team geared up for mono. So first things first, we're gonna move the whole squad over to the right. We're gonna have our boy Apples and Fruits holding the left flank. He doesn't need that shield. He is going to be simply spamming shield wall the whole fight. So he is going to be the lucky recipient of this second wind potion, and that is actually all that he's even gonna have, really. We're gonna leave this setup on him. We're gonna make sure that he's got one of the Ijirok things, either the armor or the helmet. Kind of doesn't matter. This one will work great. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this second wind potion on him, and also give him a Lionheart potion. We're gonna be giving another Lionheart potion to our banner. Pretty straightforward. And then we're gonna give the cat potions to brothers who will make use of the melee defense with dodge. In this case, the two brothers that I expect to get the most use out of it are going to be Cool Doge and Blackbeard 4305. So we'll go ahead and pop those on. So that's the consumables. Well, no, that's not all of them. Strange mushrooms. We're gonna give strange mushrooms to the Chaucer. Let's make sure that he's able to do tons and tons and tons of damage. You've got the game starting to freeze when you open a new run? Yikes. I would say hit up the support channels of the Discord, like the official overhyped Discord. Love the sound of the consumables, me too. I'm also gonna give strange mushrooms to Ballin Stalin. And who else? Could potentially give it to Deep Space Cowboy. What's minus 15 range defense at 71? I mean, a lot is the answer. But I'm just thinking how much damage he can do with this weapon is kind of insane. I don't know. We can give one to Zenithot too. I think that's appropriate. Potentially Mikhail Ling. Yeah. Alright. So some boys are going to be screaming during this fight. So now let's talk gear and equipment. We're going to start with the throwers, since that's fairly straightforward. I am going to leave the fire lance on them, but we're going to be replacing their main weapon of the gun with just a heavy throwing javelins. We'll have them start out with a net, and then I think a fire pot would be a good choice to give them. So is there a reason you do consumables before the statues and not before Mallow? Yes, actually. The reason is, under normal circumstances, if I'm consuming a bunch of them, the bros can become sick. And if they become sick, then I need that time for them to have that wear off. So, could we have flash pots too? Yeah, we'll equip a couple flash pots. Fire pots are really good to kill necros that are proc to 9 lives. Yes. Exactly. A flash pot is still useful though. I think on Insane Killer 014, we're gonna put his setup like this. We'll do one net, a sword lance, a flash pot, and a smoke pot. I think that'll be good. Yeah, also fire pots, yeah, they can be used to proc 9 lives. Very true. So before I figure out exactly what the rest of the team's gonna do, let's figure out how we wanna have them arranged. So we're gonna put our most effective defensive brother, which is Blackbeard, to ride the left flank. We're gonna put Zenithot 2 in the back to help deal with Necro Savants. In fact, we're gonna give him a net to start out with. He's not gonna need the Rondell Dagger, so we could give him a flash pot in his pocket. I think that would be good. We'll give Mikhail Ling, I guess, a fire pot in his pocket. And then Deep Space Cowboy, we'll give a fire pot. So Golumi, unfortunately, isn't really going to be able to make very good use of this handgun, so we're actually going to remove that. We'll just give him this dagger and start him out with Holy Water. Same deal with Blackbeard and Cool Doge. So Cool Doge... maybe I'll have him on the top part as well. Have Deep Space Cowboy on the bottom. Do I put the Chaucer up there? Yeah, so then we'll give Holy Water here and here. We'll start the Chaucer out with a fire pot. And I guess Mikhail Ling can start out with a fire pot as well. So put him on the side there. Ball and Stalin I could give a consumable to, but because I'm hot. Nah, I don't think I need to. So shield-wise... I think this is exactly how I want it. We could give a pocket shield to Mikhail Ling. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna give him a pocket shield. Let's give him a pocket shield. I could also potentially give a pocket shield to Zenithot too, but that's okay. Should I start out with the stabber or the cleaver? I might go with the stabber in case Necro Savants jump on him. And everyone's got dogs. Yeah, I think that's probably all I need to do. Armor-wise, let's see. I suppose I could put like Ball and Stalin in something like that. Protect his head just a little bit better. Then we can hand off to our more vulnerable thrower, which is actually Roxanne, it's me, because he doesn't have 9. Oh, right, whips. That's what I was gonna do. No pocket shield, pocket whip. And then Ball and Stalin, same deal. Pocket whip. Pocket whip. Why am I saying what way? Okay. I think that's it. Oh, well, actually, no, hold on. Oh, yeah, it doesn't have dodge, does have dodge. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's do this. So we go to the ancient statue because, boom, the team becomes euphoric. The big mood boost. Plenty of Rondel daggers to dagger the Conqueror. Oh boy. And then we're gonna make the long trek over to the Monolith. How did we arrive here? On this Earth? In this world? It felt so fast. It did. Okay, make sure that those aren't gonna go after me. You barely just watched the brawl and now another. There will be a bit of a break, so if you want to have some time to catch up from the VODs on YouTube, there will be a bit of time. Because the next Battle Brawl isn't gonna be until next week. Alright, so Briggy's fighting something, but they're not interested in me. Good. Glad Run was expected to be chill and fast. Alright, I don't think these Briggies are going to be interested in me either. Can you do a quick look at the fames before the fight? I could. We'll look at them after though, because we're going to look at the bros in detail. Wasn't that chill at the start? It was kind of chill. I don't feel like there was anything too crazy in this run. I think in a lot of the runs, there have been some no chill moments. Haha, I won 25 crowns. But in this one, I think it was pretty chill. You were poor and worried? Was I? Okay, Hexen are chasing me. I don't recall being particularly worried. I was definitely mindful of our income, expenditures, etc. But I don't feel like I was ever really worried. There have been some other runs where I have been. For sure. I felt like you were before the first chat armor of the zombie. I think I know what part of you're talking about. Yeah, what part of the run you're talking about. Yeah, that part was a little bit dicey. That's fair, actually. All right, it looks like it'll be nighttime when we arrive. Yeah, so we're gonna camp out and wait for it to become dawn, because we're not gonna do it at night. They don't have any ranged attacks. So are you still hurting about Oath Takers? Kinda, yeah. Right, it is now the dawn, and so quick switch up of consumable. Let's do this. But before I jump in, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then we will defeat the Black Monolith. Don't go nowhere, I'll be right back. All right, let's do this. Go in to the end. Engage. So I could start with a Kaka on Xenothoth 2, since for the most part we're going to be doing a back up to scoot and shoot kind of start. I feel like that's a good idea. We can get a feeling for what the whole battlefield around us looks like. Kaka! It can also maybe give us a place where we can put apples and fruits. Okay. So we're gonna wait on everybody and let them run to us. Do I want to wait on apples and fruits or simply run an end turn? I am faster than them, even with a paltry 25 initiative. So I could run here and end turn, still move before them. Assuming that 8 fatigue isn't enough to cause it to fail. As long as this guy can't reach me, no one's gonna get in melee. Okay, so there's the Conqueror. The miasmas have been placed upon the tank. Okay, and then we'll go back up and to the left, I think. 2 hexes. Could go straight back, but we'll get a little bit closer to the tank. We're probably gonna have him run like over here. Could even have him run forward into them at the start of the turn, shield wall like there. Should lock them up nicely, where they can only come in from around this side of that rock. We'll see. So we're gonna throw our holy water. Pretty good. Pretty good splash. Splash. I'm gonna throw 1 throwing axe with our throwers. Are there normally vamps in Monolith? Yes, this is always the exact same composition. Ooh, that was a good splash. Good, that was good too. Throwing 1 thrower with your throwing axe, as they do. And here come the Necro Savants. Surprised they chose to jump at the start of the round without waiting. I'm guessing the reason they did that was because Apples and Fruits was close enough for them to engage him in melee. Feel like I just learned something. So we'll probably focus on this Necro Savant first. So we'll get a net on him, and then we'll see what we want to do with the rest of the round. Or I guess I could, maybe I should do this guy. Finish off the weak one. Clever girl. And one thing I could have done was, instead of 3 stacks of the heavy throwing weapons, or the heavy throwing axes, I could have brought 1 stack of the jabs, especially those famed jabs. Maybe should have, honestly. 1 stack of the famed jabs might have been a good idea, because they are still good against the Necro Savants. So yeah, we'll throw the net, and I think chonk that guy. Okay, so close to dead. Same deal over here, we're gonna toss a net there. And could maybe throw a fire pot like there. But we'll wait for now. Blackbeard could soften this Necro Savant up for Zenithot 2 to come in and do some death blows. Seems pretty alright to me. 75% hit chance. Okay. So Deep Space Cowboy is like basically a tank, so I'm kind of tempted to move him into a more dangerous spot and hit this Necro Savant and give him a chunk. Get 9 lives rocking and rolling. So then Ball and Stalin might be able to just finish him off. Is that a famed woodcutter's axe on Blackbeard? I mean, it's a famed axe, yeah. Wonderful. So we got Zerk and Frenzy. And we've got Rage, so we can have Mikkelling soften this guy up. Lovely. Yeah, the base type is actually a great axe. It doesn't look like a woodcutter's axe, but it's a great axe. You can tell, because it's great. So, as previously mentioned, I can have apples and fruits go here and then shield wall. He is going to get jumped on by the Conqueror. He's reasonably close-ish, so we can bail him out if he gets in trouble. I do want to keep the Ancient Priests throwing miasmas on him for a little while. This rock makes it so that fewer Ancient Honor Guards can hit him with the polearms, but they are going to be able to fully surround him. Ooh, resolve check. Come on. That's like a 5% for sure, but 5%'s happen. That's unfortunate. Let's see, what is their hit chance against him? 8. There was an 8 there. They would all be 5s if he were... Ah, damn, that sucks. Didn't want to miss that one. Alright, so even though these are sprayed with holy water, I'm going to throw at one of them anyway. The idea is we just want to proc Berserk and Frenzy, so then we can throw more effectively at the next target. Well, that's the idea. Here on Insane Killer 014, let's see. Might just throw a flash pod. Can also just like ka-chunk one of these boys. Might be able to kill this legionary for Galumi to walk up and attack that one. That was enough damage. Nice. The Chaucer will pull out his sword lance and, well, do some sword lancing. Move closer to the tank and rally. Yeah, so you can rally from 4 hexes away. We are going to try to see if we can do that. We're going to do our best. Now I hope this Ancient Legionary doesn't go there, because I don't want Zenithot 2 stuck at that part of the formation, like at all. Rage Mushroom's noise is so over the top. I know, and I love it. Probably attack this Necrosavant while he's stuck in the net. Yeah, that's so good. We can throw a fire pot to finish off this Necrosavant. So we will. Can probably get Zerk Frenzy. Let's see. But I do need to be concerned somewhat about just their fatigue, so maybe I'll just attack there. A little more damage. Okay, and that guy will die to the holy water. Okay, killing here. Do you get loot if the fire pot kills an Necrosavant? I think so. So yeah, if I want to throw the fire pot on these two, I have to move up a hex. I think I do. And then do I do the dreaded move? Oh no, I was gonna say putting a dog down. I can't actually. That's for the best. Cool. That was good. So I can attack this Necro Savant, or I can move up here and throw a net on one of these two. Monolith dogs while Necro Savants are up. Feels weird, man. Yeah. It's like I always want to. It's always wrong. Why use a fire pot on 1 or 2 Necros rather than get 6 people in it? Because finishing off the Necros is so much more important, basically. It opens the fight up a lot once they're gone. Oh, all right. Apples and fruits becomes confident. You love to see it. Incredible. Okay, so the Chaucer will attack here. We're gonna let this guy die of his own accord, and then we'll move the Chaucer to attack someone else. Maybe he'll help out down here. Same logic applies for Galumi. We're gonna let this guy attack and yeah. So Xenothought 2 is definitely in the most danger. Was that confident from a kill? Yeah. Sure was. Okay, yeah, Xenothought 2 is in serious danger. I might even throw the smoke pot now. Well, not now, but, you know. Yeah, I mean, I think I do. I guess the Chaucer can get up there and really help out a lot, though. Blue button? No, I think we'll attack. We could blue button, but I think we'll attack one time. Let's go with a 95% hit chance. So close. Galumi's just gonna get up here and get on all up in these legionaries' faces and give them the business, as it were. So, let's see. Xenothought 2, I could wait to see if I want to do a smoke pot. Like if I want to do that with the banner. The other thing is if I just attack here, it's reasonably likely, I think that's enough damage to put him into 9 lives territory where he has to move or he dies, which is also pretty good. It wasn't. Now it is. He's moving anyway. Great. Thank you, sir. Alright, so then I'm going to move Blackbeard through zone of control, and suddenly, Xenothought 2 is fine. So if I put this Necro Savant in a net, I think he's just dead next turn. I'm so tempted to put a dog down. Someone tell me not to put a dog down. Someone just tell me don't put a dog down. Someone say, Slurgy, don't put a dog down. Otherwise I'm gonna do it. Yeah, the whole team is confident except for one, bro. Do it, stop, don't do it, put it down. Ooh boy. We're getting mixed messages. Slurgy, don't put a dog down. Dog is not right here. But what if it is? I'm gonna call PETA if you do. Only dog killers put dogs down? Emperor Palp says do it? Oh man. Once both necros are dead, it'll be fine. Alright. You won't attack the Necro Savant you want anyway? True. What about putting a dog here, though? To finish off this Ancient Legionary. No, because then he runs off and God knows where. We just kill. This dog is fine? No. That dog is also not fine. Alright, so this time we're going to move up and reap, but it's not going to do enough to kill any of them. But, my god, that was close though. Okay. Okay, he's going to go charge the priests. Lovely. Not enough fatigue to attack with a whip, but we'll get a better surround to finish him off next time. Apples and fruits still holding up well. How's the shield doing? 66%. We've got another one. So the Conqueror will get hits in though, because he's got fast adaptation. So do I need to move Xenothot too? I don't really. I could throw a flash pot just to lower damage in this area. That's like kind of cute, right? That's kind of cute. Felt cute. Might throw a flash pot, you know? This has been kind of a massacre. A little bit. Do you think this is the fight you know best? I guess so. It's the one fight that I do every run. I guess, no, maybe my answer is no, because like other fights that are just, they might be a little bit different, but like, I don't know. I think like the 7 Brigand fight, the 7 Thug fight, I'm probably more comfortable with and have done it more. Yeah, I probably know 7 Thugs better, yeah. Okay, pretty good dodges there by Xenothot too. Happy with that. What about the Madman? That's pretty much a science, I suppose. Never done the 7 Thugs legendary location. Alright, we killed that guy, giving us 5 AP to press the blue skip turn button. You love to see it. We're gonna run Ball and Stalin up to help the squad up there. Now, if I move closer, we're going to remove Lone Wolf from our tank. Is that okay? I think the answer is yes. We're kind of already in bail out the tank time, and our fatigue neutrals are still in glorious condition. I might bring Roxanne It's Me just to throw a single axe at this Ancient Honor Guard to finish him off faster. Should put him in 1-hit territory from that mace, I think, or it'll be close. Xenothot 2 probably is gonna be a little careful. Like, we're gonna be careful with him the rest of the fight. Probably just wait for the moment. Sorry if that was loud. I got excited. Let's move in melee with the priest. Force him to do some rotate shenanigans. That was so satisfying. Sure was. All right. We'll get Ball and Stalin 2 closer to the action. Apples and fruits will keep the shield wall rolling. Blackbeard. We'll move him up. The Chaucer will get in position for an attack next turn, though he's gonna have to press that blue skip turn button again. I think Roxanne and me can start moving away now. So Xenothot 2, we're gonna pull out the sword and wait. Goodbye, Ancient Priest. What if wait, if Goblin City gives you the Emperor's helmet and the Monolith gives you the armor, could they make an Orc legendary location where they give you his two-handed weapon? That would be cool. I'm gonna let Deep Space Cowboy finish that boy off. Okay, let me press the blue skip turn button. But didn't even have to skip his turn, we got an attack in. How cool is that? Oh, let's see, what to do with Ball and Stalin. Could go like here, and I think that would be safe. Could also try to just run him back to hit that priest. That would be less safe. Could just pull out the big polearm and chonk this boy. That's extra safe, and actually he's nearly dead from that. Yeah, the pole hammer is really good. Alright, only 20 durability remaining on the shield. This was, well, shouldn't count my chickens before they hatch. I was gonna say this was clean. This was clean. I'll count them. Got 12 left, Captain. Thank you. Let's see, can I put Xenothot 2 here? Probably. Soften those up a bit for the Chaucer. Could throw a flash pot just to lower enemies' damage. I kind of like that. Some rotation shenanigans going on there. Couldn't even keep straight what all they did. So we can move Blackbeard up. We're gonna bring the Chaucer up and reap. And reap. Oh. The famed harvester. We may have to weapon swap. Team's doing a lot of screaming. Blackbeard, should he take on the Conqueror? I think so. Rotation continues to provide the second weirdest turns in the game. First place going to footwork, yeah. Let's take out this ancient priest. Goodbye. Ow. Missed ourselves a 95 there. Now I understand this is the last fight of the run, but I'm gonna weapon swap away from the famed harvester because I don't want to lose it. I'm emotionally attached. Putting Ball and Solon in melee range with the Conqueror was a choice. Keep it for the end game. You've got a brawl cooking. True. True. So true. Ball and Stalin will be just fine. Reaped! I was hoping that would kill the Conqueror. Who will be given the honor? Ball and Stalin removes the Conqueror from the game. And he's still got 9 lives, so he'll sit over here and just do a little bleeding. As always, he balls on. He does indeed. Insane Killer, gonna push forward our temporary banner. Ball and Stalin, the Dayteller, kills the Conqueror. I know, I love it, love it. Rags to riches, indeed. You love to see it. Mikelling coming up. Ooh, we've only got one little ancient priest left and pop. Wow, that was clean. That was like squeaky clean. That was like, I scrubbed the floor, and then I scrubbed the floor again, and then I waxed it. Incredible. The Chaucer did almost 3,000 damage. Oh my goodness. 12 kills. Yeah. Incredible. You know, honestly, damage across the board was really high. Just everywhere. Incredible. Beautiful. And that is a wrap on the Gladiators. So we got one more down. I'm going to go ahead and update the stream title. Winstreak 14. Would you look at that? So, let's, as we do, as is tradition, we're going to give everyone a send-off. Take a look at everyone. Look at their accolades, their accomplishments, etc. First up, we've got Apples and Fruits, our bear tank. A key component of our victories against the Southern armies, for sure, where we were able to run him forward, occupy the gunners so the rest of the team could clean up. Got his revenge on the Gilder. Been with the company for 129 days. Took part in 187 battles and has 119 kills. I'm pretty sure that he took part in like every single battle. Curious if that's true. It looks like for some reason Deep Space Cowboy has exactly one more. Well, give Bear Conqueror's armor slurgy, we demand the drip. I never equip it. But we'll take a look. We'll see how it looks. That's fair. Beautiful. But I'm gonna put this back on. Probably wasn't in one arena fight. No, he was. He was in the exact same number as the others. I don't know. But yeah, most powerful opponent he vanquished was an unhold. He didn't need to. He just hung back, drank a lot of beer, and was unkillable. That's all he needed to do. Oh, I should be showing their perks too. A bit of an unconventional build. I don't think I've had a build look exactly like this even once. And yeah, we weren't able to get quite enough fatigue to do like indom cycling. But since we found these shields, I think this one we found super early. And this one was also really early. I can't remember which of these two was that stupid famed shield we heard all those tavern rumors for. It was one of these two. Anyway, after getting that shield, I knew that the permanent shield wall option would be available for mono. And since we use Spear Bros for other fights, we don't really need the tank in a lot of those fights too desperately. So, is the -3 fatigue pre's? Yeah. Walter the Spider's Carapace was the one you just watched the VOD? Nice. Yeah, so Apples and Fruits, very good. Very rare that I would take a take Steel Brow on a tank, but that's what happened in this case. Well done to Apples and Fruits. Up next, Blackbeard 4305, a dodge fatigue neutral. This is the, if you'll believe it, the newest member to the team. With the company for 97 days, took part in 127 battles and has 133 kills. Most powerful opponent he vanquished was an unhold. He's gluttonous and has been oscillating between being fat and being skinny. Little yo-yo dieting. Happens to the best of us. Pretty normal looking dodge fatigue neutral. Well done, Blackbeard. Up next, Cool Doge. With the company for 112 days, took part in 155 battles and has 163 kills. Most powerful opponent he vanquished was an Ancient Priest, which I guess just happened. Gluttonous, but did not have the yo-yo dieting. Also has Iron Jaw, which is pretty sweet. Basically the same build as Cool Doge. Yeah, literally the same build, only instead of Axe Mastery has Mace Mastery. We often paired this brother with Zenithot too, for little bits and pieces in there, for death blow purposes. And it works well. I will say, previously, when I had an Adrenaline fatigue neutral to pair with the Catal, I liked that better. I liked being able to selectively go before the Catal if the mace missed. I think that's super powerful. So, didn't have the fatigue to be able to do that in this particular run. Actually, might have been able to now that I got these famed armors, but I didn't know that at the time. But yeah, Adrenaline for the mace fatigue neutral to pair with your Catal. Pretty excellent. Up next, we have the Chaucer. with the company for 129 days, took part in 187 battles, and has 492 kills. I am confident that that is the highest number from every single brother in the entire win streak. There's no way, right? Reaper of Souls. The most powerful opponent he vanquished was an ancient priest. Somehow that seems incorrect, but who am I to argue? Yeah, this is the unique Viper build that I talked about, where you can take the blue skip turn button. It still kind of wasn't that relevant too much. But you know, whatever. Found this famed harvester not too long ago, a couple streams ago, which made the reaping all the more effective. We've, of course, still got our trusty War Scythe. War Scythe keeps on winning. And it has 107 melee skill, which is unethical. I mean, that's insane. The Gladiators are just ridiculous. The brothers themselves are so good. Like, the talent stars are perfect, their unique abilities are insane, like, Gladiators are strong. I don't think you use the blue skip turn button more than once or twice in a fight, and probably not that many fights, yeah. I mean, it was relevant in the Monolith. Like, it definitely helped us out a lot here. 118 attack with confident, yeah. Nothing gets by the Chaucer. Lovely. 492. Up next, we've got Go Lumi. My favorite build, the Frontline Gunner. With the company for 104 days, also fairly new, not too much longer than Blackbeard. Took part in 138 battles and has 145 kills. Most powerful opponent he vanquished was Brolk Zogtar. 9191 is wild. Yeah, also another very Chadley bro. We kind of wish he didn't have cocky, but is what it is. He's dumb, but he doesn't need to be smart. Dumb and cocky, your favorite trait combo? I know, right? But yeah, this is a pretty classic looking Frontline Gunner set of perks. It's a great build. I love this. This build is so useful. Being able to have that flexibility of shooting the gun or mixing it up in melee. So good. So good. So well done, Go Lumi. Up next, Deep Space Cowboy, our Lion, dedicated spear bro. With the company for 129 days, took part in 188 battles and has 163 kills. Most powerful opponent he vanquished was a Barbarian Madman. We took on the Barbarian Madman pretty early on. Again, look at these stats. Completely insane. Completely insane. Obviously the shield's doing a lot of heavy lifting here, but the shield and spear bro keeps on winning. This was a key part of those Orc Sea of Tents camps where we started picking up famed items and really exploding the team's power as far as levels are concerned. You know, all those Orc Sea Attempts camps, the spear bro is unparalleled. Was also huge in fighting tons of early Chosen camps, and it was pretty great. Madman almost ended Spearboy's life. Well, he didn't even proc 9 lives. We got pretty unlucky with our rolls. He still didn't even proc 9 lives, but it was, all things considered, relatively close. So yeah, the Madman fight was a bit dicey, but that's just what happens when, you know, variance takes over because of the few number of dice rolls. But yeah, very excited to a build very similar to this may see a reprisal with a twist in the next run. Well done, Deep Space Cowboy. Up next, Mikkel Ling. With the company for 119 days, took part in 166 battles and has 184 kills. Another spear bro. This time, a spear bro with no talent stars in melee skill or fatigue. Even though those are the most important stats for him, his starting values for both were insane. We still rolled a bunch of ones near the end of his leveling period, which was too bad, but that's okay. He was always going to have to be, you know, a bit of a lesser compared to Deep Space Cowboy, but did really well. And even though he's got a little bit less fatigue, our spear wall is 1 fatigue cheaper, which definitely helps. We gave him the Murderous Stabber. Lovely. This bro was also key, paired with Deep Space Cowboy on the opposite side of the formation to hold off Barbarian Chosen, to hold off Orc Warriors and Berserkers, and overall made the run nice and smooth. Well done to you, Mikael Ling. Up next, Xenothot 2, Catalbro. With the company for 120 days, took part in 168 battles and has 212 kills. The most powerful opponent he vanquished was Bolvog Shrub. Wasn't that from the magic shop that had 6 famed items? Yes, that is where we got that spear. Xenothot 2, this is a pretty prototypical classic Catalbro. I think of the Catalbros we've built throughout the Winstreak series, this was maybe the least effective overall, as far as like impact. Partially it's because we didn't have great stuns or nets or dazes to give him. Also, using them with Spear Bros can be a bit tricky, a bit awkward. But we had the starting Catal, so I wanted to. He still did very well, right? Obviously 212 kills, though many of those are because he goes first in the initiative order. But yeah, still did pretty well. And yeah, Xenothot 2. Up next, Nixider. With the company for 108 days, took part in 151 battles and has 161 kills. Most powerful opponent he vanquished was an Orc Warrior. So this is pretty standard looking thrower, a little bit greedy, not taking fast adaptation early, but I knew with his high starting ranged skill that it would be okay. Mostly I wanted to make sure we got this little U shape of perks down here. Those are all so good on a thrower, just insanely good. Insanely good. So yeah, well done, Nixider. Up next, Insane Killer 014. I think it's fair to say now, the permanent banner. With the company for 97 days. Oh, right. Same day as Blackbeard. Took part in 127 battles and has 95 kills. The most powerful opponent he vanquished was Karosh Urgat. A bit of a wonky mishmash of perks. Probably the most perks from the first 2 rows of any bro I've ever made, I think. This banner was kind of dog, but hey, he lived. I mean, a little bit. We didn't get to do any of the frontline banner anticipation shenanigans to help us against goblins, which is too bad. We maybe could have gotten there, but it's all right. The curse will happen again, Slurgy, if you release temp. Since you never recruited an assassin this run, throw your spot in that queue over on the Lone Wolf run. Okay, sounds good. I did feel bad about that, Dark Paladin. We never once even saw an assassin to recruit. I don't think there was one even available to recruit that I remembered seeing, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, you've been added to the Lone Wolf queue. But yeah, Insane Killer 014, we ended up making him a pokey banner, and he got, you know, some kills. He's got pretty good melee skill. Nothing too exciting. He's got some forged-ish armor on right now. So, you know, well done, Insane Killer 014. Up next, Roxanne, it's me. With the company for 118 days, took part in 166 battles and has 206 kills. The most powerful opponent he vanquished was Fury the Snake. I think Fury the Snake is where we got the Chaucer's Swordlands. This is a very similar build to Nixider, only instead of being greedy as far as hitting is concerned, we were greedy as far as surviving. Did not take Colossus or 9 lives on this brother. Did take fast adaptation because, you know, we got him very early on in the run, and early on we just needed him to hit with those javelins. And hit he did. Nothing too much to say here. Kind of a standard looking thrower, all things considered. Well done to you, Roxanne, it's me. Up next is Ballin' Stalin 2. The only bro on our squad who has a permanent injury was, you know, he lost it in Goblin City, but that's all right. Who needs both their ears? I don't. With the company for 108 days, took part in 151 battles and has 173 kills. The most powerful opponent he vanquished was the Ijirak. He's got kind of a dodge, quick handsy kind of thing going on, only doesn't have dodge because he had hesitant. He actually still has pretty okay initiative, and I could have perked dodge, but just chose not to because I wanted to make him a damage dealer that wasn't going to take too much melee contact. I think by the time we were leveling him up, it was okay not to take dodge. Ijirak and Conqueror, what a Chad. Yes, Ballin' Stalin 2 did kill both Ijirak and the Conqueror. That's right. That's right. Brigfoot and the king of the Unbriggy, or whatever. The Skelebriggies. The king of the Skelebriggies. Truly ballin'. So, that's it for this run. Schedule-wise, planning-wise, we will have another Battle Brawl, and it will be next Wednesday, the 26th. Oh my goodness, Insane Killer 013, thank you for the gift subs. Very much appreciated. It's very kind. So yeah, we'll be doing the Battle Brawl next week. Unfortunately, I'm busy both weekends, so I'm going to be out of town this upcoming weekend and the one after it. So the Battle Brawl will be on the 26th. I'm going to have signups available. My hope is that they're available by the end of the day tomorrow. I should be able to do that. I will ping the Discord when they're ready. I'll be able to tomorrow by end of day. Please make them available like 2:30ish. When will Lone Wolf start? Yeah, so Lone Wolf will start after the next Battle Brawl. Probably the day after, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So, I will get more information on the Battle Brawl in the Discord. So, if you want to participate, make sure to join the Discord. I will ping everyone on the Discord. Sorry for the pings, but I just want to make sure people see it. When the sign-up sheet is available, we will be accepting more teams this time. So I will double the amount of people who are able to sign up. More information on the specifics of the format will be provided tomorrow, but rest assured, there will be a little bit of teamwork needing to go on, and because there will be twice as many slots for signing up, there will be less pressure to make sure you get in right away. I think with twice the number of slots, we should have an opportunity for everyone who wants to get in to be able to get in. That's my hope. Brave humans will fight once again the ungodly beasts and evil. So, like I said, more information will be coming on that. Mrs. Clergy will get angry if you don't tell her. Yes, and then after that, of course, we will be doing the Lone Wolf run after that next Battle Brawl. It's fun to watch and gamble even if you don't get in. I mean, that's true, but I want everyone to be able to get in. If you end up not filling 32 slots, will you enter your own teams to fill? If I end up not filling 32 slots, I will lift the restriction of 1 submission per person. I could fill my own, but it's more fun when you guys do it. So, there will be some incentive to maybe want to do more than 1 for what it's worth. Again, more information will be forthcoming tomorrow. I don't want to describe it in words when the formal description in text will make more sense. So that's going to be it for me. We're going to go ahead and raid good old the Indomitable Snowman, who's also playing some Battle Brothers. So, again, join the Discord if you want to participate in the Battle Brawl. Tomorrow, by end of day, information on the sign-up sheets will be provided. And that's it for me for the day. So, thanks to all of you for being here. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever it is you are in the world. Ta-ta.